today's video, I want to address some things I'm noticing as a somewhat seasoned gun owner, and that is the top 4 mistakes I see gun owners making on a pretty regular basis. Though I'll be talking in the video and sharing my thoughts, I do want to say that I am not excluding myself from making any of these mistakes, especially point number 4. But I do think it's important that we talk about these common mistakes that I'm still seeing. This isn't an attack on anybody personally. I just want this message out there to help a few of us. These 4 topics that I'll be covering are not the only mistakes out there, but they are the topics I feel qualified to talk about due to my own personal experience. So if you guys have any questions or want to add any thoughts, you know what to do below. All right, on to mistake number 1. The first mistake I see many of us, and me at the beginning of my journey, is falling deep into a gear consumerism mindset. Gear consumerism in the gun community is an increasingly pervasive issue, where individuals often focus on acquiring the latest equipment and accessories, sometimes at the expense of actual skill development. This trend feeds into our belief that more expensive, high-tech gear will somehow make us a better shooter or more prepared in a self-defense scenario. However, this mindset overlooks a crucial aspect of personal development and training. The overemphasis on gear can lead to the dangerous fallacy that buying the right equipment will compensate for a lack of experience and practice. One of the most concerning aspects of gear consumerism is the prioritization of material possessions over the time and effort required to hone one's skills. Many in the gun community fall into the trap of purchasing the newest firearms, optics, holsters, and accessories, hoping these tools will provide them with an edge. While quality gear can certainly enhance performance, it cannot replace the fundamental need for practice and proper training. The impact of gear consumerism can also foster a keeping up with the Joneses mentality, where individuals feel pressure to constantly upgrade their gear to match the perceived standards set by influencers or peers. This creates an unhealthy cycle where people are continually dissatisfied with their current setup, and this can put a toll on your finances. It's easy to fall into this trap, especially when marketing campaigns and social media are saturated with images of the latest, most expensive firearms and accessories. This focus on gear over technique can also mislead beginners into thinking that complex, specialized equipment is necessary for safe and effective gun ownership. The truth is, mastering the basics like safety, trigger control, and marksmanship should be the priority, not a closet full of gadgets. Ultimately, the gun community would benefit from a shift in focus, from an obsession with acquiring gear to an emphasis on developing competence and confidence through rigorous and continuous training. Gear can enhance performance, but it is skill, discipline, and knowledge that will truly determine a person's effectiveness in any firearm-related scenario. Speaking of training, the lack of training and the pursuit of being proficient with your firearms is the second mistake the majority of gun owners make. The lack of training in the gun community is a significant issue that often gets overshadowed by the emphasis on acquiring more gear. Many gun owners acquire firearms and accessories, yet to fail to commit to the regular practice necessary to truly master their tools. This lack of consistent training undermines safety, proficiency, and effectiveness. In any situation involving firearms, whether in self-defense, hunting, or sport, the difference between success and failure is often determined by the skill of the one person handling the firearm, not the firearm itself. Without regular training, even the best equipment is rendered useless when it matters most. Regularly training with firearms offers numerous benefits, the most important being the development of muscle memory and confidence. When gun owners consistently practice, they become more adept at handling the firearm safely and effectively under pressure. Training helps shooters develop crucial skills such as trigger control, target acquisition, and proper stance, and the ability to make accurate shots quickly. This repetition builds muscle memory so that during high-stress situations where every second counts, the shooter doesn't have to think about basic functions. In addition, training also sharpens problem-solving skills and improves the ability to think critically when facing unexpected challenges, such as misfires or malfunctions. Regular training ensures that gun owners are ready for any situation, no matter how sudden or intense. It's crucial to recognize that as gun owners, it is our responsibility to train and hone our skills. Owning a firearm isn't just about having a tool for self-defense or recreation. It's about being prepared and responsible. A firearm in the hands of someone who is untrained or under-practiced is a liability, not a tool of empowerment. Responsible gun ownership means not only understanding the legal and ethical implications of firearm use, but also being able to safely and competently handle a weapon when the need arises. Training is essential to prevent accidents, ensure safe handling, and avoid mistakes that could lead to injury or loss of life. Additionally, a gun owner who invests in training is much more capable of accurately assessing when and how to use force, making them less likely to misjudge a dangerous situation and more likely to act responsibly and effectively. The next mistake I see gun owners make is not continuing to educate themselves on the current state of the industry and laws. The landscape of gun laws, technology, and best practices is always shifting, and staying informed is crucial for ensuring awareness. From changes in legal regulations to the development of new firearm technologies, being knowledgeable about the industry allows gun owners to make well-informed decisions regarding their firearms. Moreover, a lack of awareness can lead to costly mistakes, whether in legal issues or missed opportunities to improve one's shooting abilities. Gun laws vary widely between states and can change frequently at both the state and federal levels. New rulings, bills, and regulations may affect everything from the types of firearms you can own to the way they are stored or transported. Failing to keep up with these developments could result in unintentional violations, which may have serious legal consequences. An awareness of ongoing legal debates and reforms allows gun owners to actively participate in conversations about gun policy, lending their voice to the discussion that shape the future of gun rights and regulations. Staying educated also involves understanding emerging trends in firearm technology, from new materials and designs to advances in optics, safety features, and ammunition. By keeping up with these innovations, gun owners can make better decisions about the gear they purchase, ensuring they are using the most effective and up-to-date equipment. Furthermore, being knowledgeable about the best practices for maintenance, storage, and safety while reducing the risk of accidents. And the last mistake I see a lot of us making is not taking care of our personal life. While the world of firearms can be an exciting and engaging hobby, it's essential for gun owners to maintain a healthy balance and prioritize aspects of their personal lives outside of the gun industry. Taking care of one's finances, nurturing one's relationships, and ensuring overall well-being should always come before expanding one's firearm collection or investing in additional gear. When individuals place too much focus on buying the latest guns or accessories, they risk neglecting the foundational aspects of their lives that ensure long-term stability and happiness. For instance, spending beyond one's means on guns or gear can lead to financial strain, which only adds unnecessary stress to an already busy life. Establishing a strong financial foundation, such as paying off debt, saving for the future, and building an emergency fund, should always take precedence over immediate desire to purchase more firearms and accessories. This is something I had to learn the hard way. I did a number on myself by accruing a lot of debt leaving college, but I am very fortunate to have climbed my way out of that hole while I'm still young. Maintaining a life outside of gun culture is also crucial for personal growth and well-being. Gun ownership should be a part of your well-rounded lifestyle, not the sole focus of one's identity. Pursuing hobbies, interests, and personal goals unrelated to firearms helps foster a balanced and fulfilling life. Whether it's developing a career, taking up a sport, or engaging in creative pursuits, having interests outside of the gun world can enrich one's sense of self and lead to a more satisfying life. Striking a balance between gun culture and other aspects of life can prevent burnout and ensure that firearms remain a healthy and enjoyable part of your lifestyle rather than an obsession that overtakes all other priorities. At the end of the day, responsible gun ownership is about more than just maintaining firearms or acquiring the latest gear. By putting your personal life, finances, and family first, gun ownership becomes a fulfilling and positive addition to a well-rounded lifestyle rather than an all-consuming passion. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a little different from what I usually post, but I felt like it was an important topic that needed to be discussed. If you guys have any other tips or additions to this list, definitely comment them down below. But that's all I have for you guys today. As always, I'll catch you guys in the next one.
What was your point of aim?
I aimed at like the top left curve.